Virgo, and welcome to your love relationship reading. This is particularly for single Virgos, but I do one for singles and I do one for relationships. This is particularly for ones who are, well, I've just said it. So okay, you've got quite an interesting reading, Virgo, here. Where you're at emotionally as you enter December regarding relationships is the 9 of Swords. So I think there might be this is about fear, basically, this card. There's many ways to look at it. How I tend to look at it is sort of old fears resurfacing. So it comes down to that old shadow wounding about not being good enough, believing no one's ever going to love you. It's that sort of thing, but for some this could be real fear regarding maybe someone you've been a bit involved with, someone from your past, but this is where you're at emotionally. And for some it's a bit of a nightmare, really, you know, that fear where you can't sleep. It's old things going over and over and over in your head. So yes, now it's just when it gets really bizarre, because the reason what you've needed to learn is about mutuality. So what you really seem to need to learn is about honest, straightforward, two-way relationships when things are balanced, when there's not one's giving more than the other or vice versa. You've had to learn about equality and mutuality. So it seems to me that's what you've had to learn, and for some Virgos there might have been things that's not been very balanced. There might be a sense, oh my God, will I ever get a balanced soulmate relationship? There's something that's causing you fear, and it's to do with balance. I think maybe some of you have had relationships that have not been equal. You've had to give more, that sort of thing. Or for some Virgos there might be an opportunity of a mutual relationship, but your old fears are preventing you from entering into it. I've got no idea. I'd need to know personally everyone's situation, and that's not going to happen. So, and the attitude you need to develop is, oh, okay, I'm getting a bit more clarity. What I'm going to say here, I'm going to connect this with the 9 of Swords. You need to see the bigger picture. It's the King of Swords has got 100 meanings, but in this particular meaning, if you look, he's got his crown. He's managed to master his thoughts. He's managed to master this anxiety, this anguish, which seems to be hurting you, Virgo. He's mastered it and he's earned his crown. He sees the bigger picture and he's cutting. I find this quite a cleansing king, that he can cut through crap like that. He cuts through crap, he cuts through superficiality. He can be a little bit cold, but you know what? Sometimes everyone needs to be a bit ruthless, and maybe it's asking you, Virgo, to be a bit ruthless, to cut through whatever's not working in your life, particularly as your lesson's been about mutuality. None of us should have a relationship that's not based on that sense of equality. And if you have been, you need to cut through it. And this king can be used to heal this mind, and there's multiple ways of doing it. Your Virgo is so intelligent. Meditation, anything, just ways of calming that 9 of Swords and cutting through whatever needs to get cut through. That's what I'm getting. There's some Virgos have got some crap that needs to be cut out. Relationships that aren't reflecting your worth, that aren't mutual, and you deserve an awful lot more. So, beautiful advice card, the Star. This is about, again, and back to that mutuality. gosh, I'm getting so many meanings coming through in this reading. But the Star card is about risk. It's about vulnerability. She's naked. She's genuine. She's authentic. She allows herself to be seen. It's also about faith. Basically, wishing upon a star. It's about having faith. But it's so much more than that. And it's about, maybe for some Virgos, you're scared to be seen. You're scared to reveal yourself in all your depths, and all your intelligence, and all your beauty. Because of past events where it's not been mutual. But I think you've got the power this month to heal that state of mind and to risk being seen, to risk being everything that you are, basically. Very interesting. I'm quite fascinated. I see so many meanings. But the outcome is the Six of Wands. It's success, basically. This card is almost like the Sun card in a reading. It's whatever your focus is on, the outcome is success. And I think there's a healing that needs to take place for you, Virgo. I don't think you've been seeing your worth properly. And maybe if we don't see your worth, we don't want to be seen. We don't want to be vulnerable. And it's generally because of past hurts as well. And you got milk and honey too. So if any of you have got a relationship that is your focus this month, pretty much the outcomes, putting my jade on it, is pretty much outstanding. But you're going to have to take risks, and you're going to have to move through fear. You're also going to have to cut through any dead wood that's hanging around, and that dead wood just might be your own thinking processes, Virgo, that are making you feel trapped, that are making you feel small. Because whatever you're focusing on this month, this is about mutuality. 2 sixes are about balance, they're about success, but only after the crap goes, and you risk being vulnerable, and you take a chance, basically. It's a fascinating reading. It's going to play out for so many of you in a different way, and only you're going to have to look within to and use that King of Swords to honour the truth of what's been, basically. And to use that sword and that crown to cut through the debris. So I'm just looking, there's just so many possibilities going on here. But basically these cards are for you to look within to see what might be preventing me receiving the love that I really want in my life, and what I'm getting is all tormented thinking, which has kept you too small, which has kept you trapped. And your advice is to be vulnerable, to be open to life, to all its good, and the outcome is the Six of Wands. This is amazing reading, Virgo. I know it's going to mean different things to different people. Only you can see what it means to you. And I wish you all the luck in the world. It's a beautiful reading, Virgo. Okay, bye.